people outside my house like last time. I had to go out there. I had to Superman punch everybody in sight.
He said everybody was in front of my house like last time. Man.
Yeah.
Devin.
It was like, where's that been? Where's that been?
I guess not. Yeah, well, okay, Mr. Drug Dealer. Okay. Crap. Okay.
See, I didn't even go that far. I could be selling popcorn. See, why you gotta be up so negative?
Because everybody outside my house looking for me. The only people I know that do that is drug dealers. If you got a line outside the house, ain't nobody.
I could be selling some good 50-cent lemonade or something, like giving back to my community. I might have like a canned good drive or something. But no, you just want to say I'm a drug dealer. Because I just want to destroy my community, because why not?
Yes, because I'm me. I'm me. Devin Lee Crimes.
Why I can't be me and be humanitarian? Like, I'm me. I save people. I do this.
Because that never follows after you say I'm me. I got a haircut, my goatee on point, and I'm giving away free lemonade, and I'm paying people to drink my lemonade. Like, see,
I'm paying people to drink my lemonade.
That's what I was hearing. That's what I was hearing. And it's sad that this won't make it to our 110. This is only making it to YouTube. Hello, everybody watching on YouTube. Thank you for joining us, and hello all, and welcome to the Heel Turn Podcast. I'm your host, Isaiah Jackson Jr. Devin Lee Crimes, right alongside me. Devin, how are you doing today?
I'm doing better than somebody was doing yesterday, but I ain't gonna say no names.
Yesterday was brutal. Devin, did you watch AEW yesterday?
You know what? To be honest with you, and I'm lucky, I didn't actually. I was not able to catch it, but I was able to catch that Izzy AEW review, and somebody had a rough night.
Devin, Jeff Hardy is 44, 45 years old. Sting is 60-something.
Yep.
Both of them risked their lives in a random tornado tag match. How would you feel watching the people that you grew up watching? Besides Sting, I ain't grow up watching Sting. He was before my time. I had to watch TNA Sting, and even then, I barely watched that. But looking at Jeff Hardy, they were fighting in that concourse. Let me just give you an image of it. Just imagine them fighting up the ramp. They go backstage, right? They go backstage. The camera cuts to Matt Hardy doing stupid stuff. Camera cuts back. Two guys are laying down on the table, and Jeff Hardy just has this ladder and just setting it up. Like, what did just happen? What are you doing? Jeff, no! Like, it's just like, what is going on here? Like, that was just unnecessary. Like,
it's funny because when we first was talking about him going to AEW, this is exactly what I didn't want him doing.
This is his second week there. This is his second match.
Yeah, I'm like, no. I'm like, at this point, like, I've seen you do some crazy stuff over your career. I'm good. Like, just, no. You don't need to do that no more. Stop it. Yeah. Only been 2 weeks. He just can't help it, I guess. He like, Tony, please, Tony, please let me jump off something, please.
Now, we do got to give it to him because he came out in the interview and he said that this is a great feeling for him. AEW gave him so much love when he came in. The adrenaline rush is there. And look, we both, watching Jeff throughout his whole career, we're happy to see him, doing what he's doing now. But bro, you got to relax at some point. There's got to be a time where you just got to call it quits. And now you don't got to retire, but all this the foolishness for no reason got to end.
Cool it.
It took Randy Orton to call you everything out your name, to talk about your brother, for you to jump off of that 20-foot Titantron. Yeah.
I remember that.
Like, that was pure hatred. WrestleMania. You guys came back. You had to do a spot. And not only did you have to do a spot for WrestleMania, you know who took that spot when the person was laying on the ladder? Who was laying on that ladder, Devin?
Wasn't it Sheamus?
Oh, it was Sheamus. Wow. That was like my time and my years was off. I was thinking it was Edge. I was like,
that was 23.
That was 23. See,
what's crazy? Oh, wait. But what's crazy though? I'm not even gonna trip on it because it's crazy. Because when we think about those spots, they're literally 10 years apart.
Exactly.
It's the craziest thing because 23 he did the same thing to Edge. 10 years later, we go to 2017. He's doing the same thing at WrestleMania 33, the Sheamus. I didn't really realize that till now.
Yeah, I'm like, isn't that kind of
crazy stuff, man?
It's ridiculous. And so now we have to go back, 10 years from now, 10 years later, and watch some more of this. But now this is just unnecessary. This is on a random Wednesday night against people that we just now are hearing about. It's just out of. Let's get into the show. We already talked about this yesterday. We got to get into some news. Devin, this slid underneath our noses. We talked about this on Twitter, but we got to talk about this now. Fresh from Gary, Indiana, region rat. We already know. Queen Sharmell is announced for the 2022 WWE Hall of Fame class. Devin, Booker T's wife, Gary, Indiana native, born and raised. How are you feeling about this news?
Yo, it's great news, man. Gary native, man. Gangster Island, as somebody called it in my past, and that's the neither here nor there. But man, I remember. I know I'm not gonna make it a long tribute because I know you're gonna make it quick. I remember Booker T literally putting his wife in front of him against the Boogeyman.
Yep.
Queen Sharmell was about to do that to Boogeyman. She just didn't want to do it. But no, man, it's great news to see her going into the Hall of Fame.
You know what was crazy? I actually saw one person that I saw they didn't do this recently, but they talked about how great of a worker she was, how awesome she was in the ring, how super chill she was. This was coming from Kurt Angle, Devin. If you
okay, now come on. What you think I don't want to hear any more he said about him.
For those that don't know, just go on YouTube. Go on YouTube, type up Kurt Angle and Queen Sharmell, because we can't talk according to the WOW 110 guidelines. We cannot talk about this. We can, however, recommend you go to YouTube and check this out because we were watching this as kids. This was Kurt Angle was. I could give you a little rundown. Kurt Angle was kind of being the stalkerish kind of guy. He was being stalkerish towards Booker T's wife, Queen Sharmell. Him and Kurt Angle and Booker T was in this blood feud, and the stuff he was saying about Queen Sharmell, the stuff he was attempting, it was suggesting, initiating. It was out of control. Now, granted, this was TV, so obviously it didn't go to the extreme, but still a little bit too far, still a little bit too much for the liking. But we can't dwell too deeply into that because we just have to talk about how great of a manager she was. The biggest thing I can remember her doing is just walking through the ramp. All hell, King Booker. Everybody's booing, and she's like, "Oh hell!" Like it's like a Vicky Guerrero. Yeah. I said, "Excuse me," she has to. She's always, trying to irk your nerves. And even like you said, we talked about this earlier, but when her and Booker T so all about royalty, my royal squire, all high and mighty. And then as soon as somebody says something, you got to go against Finley for your title. What? Man, you tripping. This stupid, he sucker, man. Oh, don't do that to somebody. They ghetto side come out. That Gary, Indiana, Houston, Texas come out.
Especially when Crime Time stole his wallet.
I'm saying, like, pure entertainment. Booker T and Queen Sharmell, but Queen Sharmell herself, she had, just an amazing, amazing talent. And what I didn't know is that she was a wrestler back in the day. I didn't know that she was training to be a wrestler. Did you know that?
I didn't.
Yeah, and it's crazy. And it turns out she actually had an injury, unfortunately. And now she was a manager. She got with Booker T, and then they did their thing. And she's like she said, entertaining. She controls the room. She can control a crowd. She knows her way around the ring and her way around the mic. So I think this is I thought it was a great pickup for WWE. A lot of people think she deserved it because you didn't wrestle, but there's a lot of managers in there and granted, she's not one of the greatest managers to ever live. You know, she's not up there with Paul Heyman. She's not up there with Jim Cornette. She's not up there with let me see. I think I can say she's better than Zelina Vega. You know, she's not up there with Bobby Heenan, you know, but she's a way better than a Zelina Vega manager. She's better than a Devin. I got a question.
Okay.
Who's a better manager? Lita or Queen Sharmell?
I'm going to say Lita. Only because I just feel like I look at like shoot. Okay, wait. Am I looking at just when she was with like Edge or like when she
just manager in general? Like, yeah, I mean her prime was pretty much with Edge. Queen Sharmell's prime was with, you know, King Booker.
Booker, yeah. I want to say Lita only be I'm just not gonna reference that one moment in that time.
Oh, you talk about that?
No. Hey. I just said I wasn't gonna mention it. Okay, I was just like it was there. I'm just addressing the elephant in the room, but we acting like he's not there. Okay, he's doing the John Cena. You can't see me, but I'm only gonna say her because it was just like we knew Edge could like be okay, but I feel like she kind of helped get him to that next. Help him present himself to that next level in a way. Like
she pushed him from mid card to main eventer.
Yeah, and like I'm not saying like he definitely needed her, but it definitely enhanced like the look of like, you know, I'm that bad guy. I got this girl with me. Ooh, you know, I do whatever I want. You know, it just kind of had that look that he needed in that particular time, going up against like John Cena and stuff like that. I just feel like she was the piece to that puzzle that he needed to get to that status that he needed to get to. And I just feel like Booker T, like as King Booker, like Queen Sharmell was perfect, but I just feel like he didn't need to really be helped to get to another level. And I look at what they both I give it to Lita, okay? I can give my reasons for Lita. I just can't give my reasons as why Sharmell is under Lita in my ranking of those two managers.
Well, I could disagree with one of the things you said with Booker T didn't need Queen Sharmell. Booker T walked in to SmackDown five time. When Queen Sharmell walked in there, he was still five time. Nothing really changed about his career. She came in, King Booker happened. He has a world champion. 6 time. You can't, I mean, granted, the King Booker thing did elevate him, but she played a big part in that too. You know, she was beside him when they walked up. She was interfering a lot in a couple of these matches. Granted, Lita played a more pivotal role. I'm not disagreeing with you and saying Lita isn't better because I feel like she has an advantage. But Queen Sharmell, I mean, I think it's close. I think Booker T needed her. Booker T, if it wasn't for her, Booker T wouldn't have another title reign under his belt.
He sure needed her when the Boogeyman came up.
Exactly. My memory don't serve me well, but I'm pretty sure she was there when Bobby Lashley was kissing feet. So it's like we gotta remember this. They had the WWE champion knocked out kissing feet. So
ain't got nothing to say to no.
Her, you know, maybe she do need belong in the Hall of Fame. That is a Hall of Fame caliber. That's a Hall of Fame caliber manager. We calling it right there. Devin, you don't see no problem with her in the Hall of Fame, right?
I do not. There's other people in there that I could question. She's not one of them.
Right, exactly. But from one awards to the other, we got the AEW Wrestling Awards. Now we just gotta run through these real fast. I'm just gonna name off from what you've seen in AEW. I'm not gonna give out all of them because there's a crap load. And to be honest, we just started reviewing it. Highly, deeply into detail with these matches.
Very aggressively.
All right, so we're gonna skip a couple, but we have to get to the big ones. So, Wrestler of the Year, Kenny Omega. Devin, Kenny Omega beat Britt Baker, Adam Page, Bryan Danielson, Darby Allin, Miro, who had a great TNT title run, and Hikaru Shida. Kenny Omega was the wrestler of the year for AEW. That sound about right?
Yeah.
Yeah.
I sound all excited. Yeah.
Yeah, had the title for a decent while. Just lost it to Hangman Page. Not bad. For AEW standards, not bad.
No.
For breakout star, Jade Cargill. She beat Ty Conti, Chris Statlander, Red Velvet, and Jamie Hayter. Well deserved, Devin, don't you think?
I definitely do.
Right. Breakout male star, Sammy Guevara was the winner. He beat Hook, Jungle Boy, Ricky Starks, and Dante Martin. How does that sound? Sammy Guevara winning best breakout star
for male,
beating out Hook and Jungle Boy and Ricky Starks and Dante Martin.
I would say so.
I mean, he said it yesterday. People are saying my wrestling style is going to get me killed in a wheelchair. It's going to, paralyze me. But I don't care if it means I'm putting on a show for each and every one of you fans. And I'm like, that's cool. But I want you to put on a show without getting hurt or paralyzed or any other stuff that you said that could possibly happen.
Hey, say you don't care.
Exactly. I don't care because I'm putting on a show. No, you're going to care when that happens and then nobody cares about you. They only care about what you could do. When you can't do that, ain't nobody, that's just reality. That's reality. Like it's sad to say, but no offense, look at Paige. Paige, everybody's calling her lazy. People on social media called her lazy because she can't come back from an injury. How that sound?
They need to go somewhere.
And you talking about, and Sammy Guevara is talking about, I'm putting on, as long as I'm putting on the show for you fans, I'll do whatever. Okay, but once they stop caring about you, you're gonna realize. I'm sorry, I don't know from experience. I'm just saying. High flyer. And the high flyer in AEW, Dante Martin took the win. He beat Penta El Zero. He beat Ray Phoenix. He beat Pac, and he beat Riho. Which isn't bad. Dante Martin, he's kind of the face of like the high flying group in AEW. Right. So you can't really be mad at that.
Nope.
Best mic skills, don't care. Best tag team brawl, don't care. Biggest beatdown, don't care. Best Twitter follow.
I wasn't expecting that to be.
Yeah, exactly. I just wanted to name it. I don't care who won. I just want to name that. Would you care if you won that? If you won that, you didn't win any type of wrestling award, but you won that best Twitter follow.
No.
Oh, you the man around here at AEW. You the one. That title shot coming soon for you, Nyla Rose. Best AEW fashion moment. Yeah, okay, we got fashion moments. Okay. Best moments on the mic. There we go. Let's talk about that one. CM Punk returning, just in general. That won automatically. They beat Bryan Danielson challenging Kenny Omega. That beat Britt Baker and Pittsburgh. Eddie Kingston talking about Miro. And your favorite, MJF. The Midwest is mid.
Mid.
Is mid. But CM Punk took that.
No, yeah, I agree with CM Punk winning that one, though. As much as I love that promo by MJF. That Pop undefeated.
Another one. Biggest surprise. Bryan Danielson and Adam Cole debuting. That was the winner for the biggest surprise. Another one, Darby Allin returns. The Pinnacle forms together. The Young Bucks turning on Jon Moxley. Oh, my God. And Mercedes Martinez debuting. So Bryan Danielson and Adam Cole debuting took the win. And to be honest, it's kind of a no-brainer considering they changed their whole company. Like, pretty much stamped it. Sealed shut. Like, your whole company is made for success now. Devin, I saw this story, and I had to tell you this. We had to talk about this because I want to get your opinion. Mike Tyson and Ric Flair, they're starting a company. Devin, if you had to guess what kind of company Mike Tyson and Ric Flair need to be starting, what kind of company do you think it is?
I don't know why I feel like that's so funny saying that. Is this something to do with food?
I mean, it leads to food.
That's awesome. So that's a weird. It's not. That's a weird. That's a weird like combination right there.
I got you right here. Mike Tyson and Ric Flair teamed up to produce cannabis products, utilizing the Nature Boy's name and trademarks.
Yeah,
so
it's
they're
really gonna be
woo, right? Woo! No, it ain't even. It's woo.
You know what?
Woo.
I ain't got nothing else to say. Hey,
woo! I squinted.
I'm not. I got an image to uptake here. Okay, no. Stop! You need to stop. see, I just want to know that was him, not me.
Look,
that's crazy though.
But Tyson 2.0, that's his cannabis company. And on Thursday, they said they have a major stake in the Ric Flair Drip Incorporated. That's his business entity. So the partnership is going to be Flair themed cannabis. So you might get that woo for that woo eighth. You might get that chop special, that chop special.
I got nothing to say.
Hey man, if you gotta show up to Mike Tyson's place if you want to get that figure four leg drop, that figure four leg lock. That figure four leg lock.
Figure four leg drop. No, we gonna keep it.
That figure four leg drop. I don't know. That's the Mick Foley. That's a Hulk Hogan and Ric Flair's tag team move. That's the figure four leg drop. Ric Flair has the leg lock all together, and then Hulk Hogan comes through, like lay it out. That's how it is. So Devin, I have a question.
I'm scared to answer, but I'm gonna do it.
Just remember, our families are listening. Devin, are you going to look into this Tyson 2.0 Ric Flair drip cannabis company?
I will not.
You will not.
I will not. I told you I have an image to uphold here. I got people that look at me. They know who I am. They know me, right? Me. So, props to Mike Tyson, props to Ric Flair. Glad they got some business going. And, I hope they business is successful just without me contributing to it. Okay. Yeah. That's all we got to say. I mean, not we, but me.
See, now it's just me. Now it's just me. He said, not we, but me.
I'm just saying.
I'm not going to say that I'm not going to investigate. Just know if Riddle was in town, and me and Riddle just having to stumble across each other in the middle of, let's say, California, Colorado, Nevada, Massachusetts, or Michigan. Dang. I said those because those are the locations that Tyson 2.0 is having this at.
Oh, you New York, man.
Hey, you like this? You like the segue, right? You like where I was going with it though. But so yeah, all in those areas, there will be more, and they're looking to bring more celebrity partners in. So Devin, a bigger question. Mike Tyson calls us up. Hey man, I'm trying to make some heel turn cannabis. Devin, what's the word?
I'm gonna let you sign off on that one.
You gonna let me sign off on that?
It's gonna have to say Isaiah Jackson on that paper, not Devin.
Look, and I know
if you take off, then that's gonna be my loss. But hey,
I know on your side of town it is illegal, still illegal. So we are not condoning. We're just giving out the story as its story is. But look, if you wanna get some of that Ric Flair drip,
some of you.
If you want that knockout, if you want that Tyson knockout, go. You know where to go. You know where to find them. And once we make that heel turn special, you know where to find us.
Like, dang, where my ear going?
But Devin.
Okay, I'm done.
Oh, did you see that? Did you actually time out? Did you actually see that?
What happened?
Yeah, Mike Tyson has edibles, but it's in the shape of his ear.
You know where it go?
I'm so serious. I'm so serious.
We gotta go to the next one.
We got. I'm so serious. I promise. We have to look this up, ladies and gentlemen. Mike Tyson has edibles made out of shapes of ears. If you don't get that reference, you're too young.
Oh my god, I'm ready for the next one, man.
I'm ready for the next
That's
one.
the perfect way to end that segment right there.
Man, he feel the heat. He feel the heat. But Devin, another couple that is feeling the heat. I said another couple, like we're a couple. Stop it. A couple that's feeling the heat is Ty Conti and Sammy Guevara. Because as I was scrolling through Instagram, a petition has came out. This petition reads, and I quote, I'm looking at it right now, at 100 signatures. 0 people have signed, but let's get this to 100 signatures. Keep Sammy Guevara and Ty Conti off AEW television. It said, one dude, it cuts off and it's saying, he said, I ain't gonna front. I don't need Sammy and that's what he said. It just cuts off right there. But Devin, right, exactly. You ain't gonna finish what you see. You should have just said it with his chest. But Devin, we talked about this earlier about Ty Conti and Sammy Guevara and the couples and having them in storylines, and this just being too much. But now the fans are taking it a step further. Are they overreacting, or do you agree to an extent?
I mean, so when they just said, okay, I'm about to ask a dumb question, so I'm not gonna do it.
All right, go ahead.
I mean, I guess the position just saying like just separate them on TV, not necessarily like just take them off entirely. It's just them as a couple, and people's faces just rubbing them the wrong way. Dang, yeah. I for it to be a whole petition for it, I mean, you could make a petition for a lot of things in wrestling that we don't want to see. That just wasn't one of the things I would have made one for. Oh,
well, okay. I will put this into perspective. So yesterday, like you said, AEW, there was a quote that they said because Dan Lambert kissed the title belt.
Okay.
Well, let me hold on. Let me get the rest of it. But
I got it.
Not only did they say that, not only did Sammy say what he said, like, if you would have known what we did with the belt, they posted the picture of what they did with the belt on Instagram.
I did not see this.
There's a picture of them. Now, granted, this is not it was kind of like I can't believe I got to bring this up. I think it was a Shawn Michaels Playboy back in the day. You remember when he had the belt over his waist and it was just him? That's what they did. And it was them together and they had the belt over them.
Okay. With that further context, I didn't even know about this photo, whatever you want to call it. Okay, you know what? I won't say that I would sign it, but I understand why
you would sign it.
No, I said I wouldn't, but I understand why it's made. Like, because I feel like me signing it is me overreacting to it. Like, I can kind of just go like, all right, that's weird. Okay, I don't have to invest into it. And if most people don't invest to it, why would you keep putting it on?
Oh, nobody's invested. Nobody cares.
That's what I'm saying. Like, I can't see it lasting too long because who wants it?
It's not that it's lasted. It's gonna last a minute. Just because it's in a storyline. Okay. Now, and I didn't know that Ty Conti didn't. How do I say this? I didn't know. I knew she was from Brazil. I didn't know that English wasn't her first language.
Oh, I didn't know that.
So when because during the promo, Sammy did most of the talking. And then Ty Conti got the microphone. She spoke, I believe it was Spanish. Please correct me if I'm wrong. I only got one language I know. So when she spoke Spanish, and then Sammy got it, and she was like, "No, I got the translation. I got this." Then she said a bunch of swear words that I can't say because of the big guy upstairs talking to you, Peter. But so when all that's happening, she doesn't speak English, fully all the way through. So it's just hearing that Sammy talking, being mainly the vocal point of it all. Sammy, and even then, Sammy to me, he don't really sound all. I'm not scared of Sammy. Sammy doesn't really convince me enough. Sammy reminds me that he could either be that annoying kid or that guy that you want to root for. But now it looks like he just looks like he has. It's like, oh well, look at my attractive girlfriend. Not only do I like to jump off of stuff and kill myself, I have this flaming hot girlfriend right beside me, and we do a bunch of stuff that we just can't say on AEW television, but we can make innuendos about it. Like, it's just annoying. And not only that, we have to see it on social media. If we have to see one thing on social media, it does not have to be pushed over to real life unless it's a great storyline, not no romantic foolishness that you feel the need to share with the world.
Yeah, it does sound pretty unnecessary. Just because, who gonna look back at that, years from now and be like, that moment right there, that, it's not one of them things. That's why I can see why they have a petition. When you gotta have a whole fans having an outcry of like, please get this off my TV, then that should tell you something, Tony Khan. Just saying.
Yeah. Tony Khan. And that's another thing.
I said his name like I know him, Tony Khan.
Let's talk a little bit about Tony Khan. A lot of the wrestlers are getting let go. And I want to make the comparison to WWE because we mentioned this. We brought this up months ago, if you remember. It was like we talked about them being future endeavored, people being future endeavored, WWE releasing people, WWE letting people go. And we were saying, when is AEW going to be the bad guy? Because it was going to be a point in time where some people are going to have to be gone. So when is the table going to turn? Because you can't be a happy-go-lucky, everybody's welcome and coming in all the time. It can't be that happy. Now we're seeing Chavo Guerrero. He's not. Oh yeah.
I'm sorry. I had to. Don't hurt me. But when you said that, I gotta insert that quote from The Dark Knight. I gotta go into my nerd bag real quick. Dang, I forgot the quote now. Oh, hey, it's so cold that it's just like every time I hear it, I'd be like, oh, so I heard it for the first time. But no, it's like I think Harvey Dent, he said something like, you'll be a hero. Oh, it's like as long as you be a hero, you turn into a villain or something like. You know what?
What?
I've brought this up on the show before.
What? Yeah, it's like you live long enough to see yourself become the
villain. Look at you. Look at my boy. He got my quote. See, man, I should high five you right now, but I can't.
No, because it had to take you to interrupt me, forget what I had to say.
But no. But it was that in context though. It was that in context because you were saying like how long AEW gonna be the good guy. And right. I'm like, at some point we all become a villain at some point to somebody.
Right.
So AEW time is gonna come where they gonna rub somebody wrong too. They can't just be we treat everybody good over here.
But that's the thing. Chavo Guerrero, he was taken off the website. He said he hasn't heard nothing from Tony. Tony said he's called him, but he hasn't responded. Chavo vice versa. Tony hasn't responded. Joey Janela said he hasn't talked to Tony Khan in a minute. He just got let go. Well, not let go. His contract is up. Big Swole, they didn't really talk much. It took for her to say something on a radio podcast for Tony Khan to come up and say, well, maybe your wrestling sucked. And she was like, well, you smoked my weed. Maybe if we stopped at Ric Flair spot and got some good stuff, maybe we'll calm down. We can settle things, settle our differences together. But yeah, Tony Khan, he's not firing people, but he's kind of letting them silently go away. It's like you don't want to tell nobody that you don't want them around. You just kind of ignore them. In a way, like this. How do you feel about Tony Khan's method compared to WWE? Because WWE, you see it on social media. They don't care who you are. They don't care they don't care if you're champion. They don't care if you're not champion. They're just like, get out of here. Your future endeavor, it's on social media. It is what it is. Vince McMahon, I don't care. I'm making $1 billion tomorrow anyway. Tony Khan, he grabbed all these people from off the street, even the people that Vince McMahon has fired, and he's letting these people walk. But instead of firing them and letting them walk, he's letting their contracts expire and not saying anything to them. So some of these people don't even know they're getting let go. Some of these people are getting checks from home, and suddenly these checks just ain't coming in no more. I'm not saying that's happening. But when you take into consideration people who haven't been on TV in so long and are still collecting checks from either home or catering, and eventually they're gonna stop. And eventually Tony Khan's gotta say, hey, we're not gonna renew your contract. This isn't gonna happen. How do you feel about AEW's process of letting people go?
I'd rather somebody just tell me straight up, just Devin, we're releasing you and wish you well. And that's all I need to know, really. But if I gotta sit up there and go like, let me look on this web. Man, why am I not on here no more? Hey, yo, Tony, what's voicemail? Like that'd be kind of like yeah, I prefer just the WWE route, honestly. I mean, I put it this way, both ways suck, obviously, at the end of the day, because obviously you're getting released from your job. But I'd rather just somebody just say it, just go, hey, this is it. Sorry. And then me having to go like, I haven't heard anything. I'm not getting anything. I'd rather be sure than unsure. There we go.
One last question. Do you think Cody Rhodes is still available? Still, is he still one of those guys that can get future endeavor
from
WWE? Because he's there now, but a lot of people don't stay. A lot of people aren't untouchable. There's nobody in WWE that is untouchable.
Yeah, I don't know, definitely. They could definitely do that to him.
But he's a producer now. That's in his contract now. He's not only a wrestler, he's a producer as well.
They still work.
Yeah, producers get let go too. But with the bigger role, we don't know. But I just thought that was really something to ask. Like, just imagine you get future endeavor now. Where do you go? You go to Ring of Honor? Tony Khan's still covering it. Tony Khan's still the head guy over there. Cody Rhodes. Oh yeah.
I mean, I don't think he burnt any bridges leaving though.
I want more money. I can't give you no money. I'm out of there. And not only am I out of there, I'm going to WWE. Not only am I going to WWE, just imagine, Devin, I could be honest with you. I would be heated. I'd be straight flabbergasted if me and you sat here all day and talked so badly about let me think of what culture wrestling. Say me and you just sat here together, man. What culture wrestling? All they do is just talk about stupid stuff. They got them lists. All them lists are stupid. And then I go on YouTube. Hello, everybody. My name is Devin Lee Crimes, and this is the 10 best Dwayne Johnson moments. Like when I would be heated. I would be like, think about it. Cody Rhodes spent all that time in AEW, had a sledgehammer, breaking Triple H's chair, pulling out the golden shovel. He did all this sneak dissing. Oh, I might just call somebody Gunther. He's doing all this sneak dissing for WWE on AEW's programming just to leave and go to the company that he was just sneak dissing the whole time on somebody else's programming. I'd be hurt. I wouldn't be hurt. I'd be like, you're just unnecessary. Why would I want you back here? Because the next time they do you wrong, you will come back to my place and do the same thing. Try to do the same thing. I'm not saying that's the man Cody Rhodes is, but that's a trend you can see.
Okay, I'll put it this way. I won't say then that he burnt bridges, but I'm gonna say you can't cross it like that. We'll have some type of whatchamacallit, like a toll. There you go. You can't just come across. You gotta get something. I'm trying to put it where I don't want to take away from where I stood, but I'm trying to at least turn my feet just a little bit. Like I'm a little bit like, okay, I see what you're saying.
Yeah, he's a Hall of Famer somewhere. Put it like that.
Oh, definitely.
He's a Hall of Famer somewhere. But Devin, we got another new segment. And why do we have a couple more segments? Why? Because we need something new. We have to shuffle stuff. We have to shuffle it around. Me and Devin trying to come out with 4 episodes a week. We got to change it up on you guys. One thing we have to do, since we don't review Raw or SmackDown, we got to give you the winners. We think the people who are the winners, losers, and who needs to come back, who needs the momentum for next week. And we're going to get to that right now because, Devin, Raw or SmackDown, who was your winner for this week?
Like just in terms of just winning, just like not like a match, but like in terms of
Who
momentum.
has the momentum? Who did you like this week? Who was the MVP
I-
for you this week?
My MVP of this week was Kevin Owens. And I have to say that because that man had me cracking up when he did his Stone Cold impersonation. But it got even better because I'm like, okay, whatever. I've seen this, stick before. People come out and it's not them. But he had the music play while he was in there turning around like, oh, shoot, is he really coming? That you're starting to believe, like everybody going crazy. And he just started laughing. That right there, that was some golden stuff. I was not really looking forward to this whole Steve Austin thing at WrestleMania, but that kind of helped just a little bit. It was a plus. It was a plus in terms of momentum, in terms of getting to that. Whatever it's going to be, KO show, a fight, match, it did help. So I would say Kevin Owens is my winner.
Yeah, my winner. And it's weird because he lost. My winner is Seth Rollins. The reason why he's my winner is how Raw ended. Him and AJ Styles, they put on a really good match.
Yes.
And it ended in disqualification, saving both parties. Edge hit AJ Styles with a chair. AJ Styles won the match, and he didn't have to pin Seth. Nobody had to get pinned. Everybody got protected. But at the very end of the match, Seth is just throwing everything. This is bull. He's just like this. And he said it like 5 times. And everybody's just chanting with him, like, hey, we agree, cheering him on. Like, we're ready to see what Seth Rollins just evolving into. Zayn's character is going crazy. Seth Rollins' character has been going ballistic ever since he took out Ray's eye. So, like, I love the animosity, the craziness, the psychotic unpredictability that Seth Rollins has. And what does that make me do? That makes me excited for what he's going to do next week. Therefore, that man's my winner. Because, man, we don't know when Cody Rhodes is coming. Might be at WrestleMania, might be next week, but might even be the go home. But all I know is that Seth Rollins has just been entertaining. My winner, because I want to see what he's going to do next week. Losers. Devin, who was your loser?
My loser. So, I was about to say Seth Rollins.
I mean, he could be Seth Rollins.
Because he's been trying everything, and he's still at the same spot he at. I'm not gonna take away from you calling him a winner. I get that, but in my eyes, I'm like, you doing all this, you still for to be at square one when the Monday Night Raw hits next week. So they can't keep giving you chance after chance. You keep bumping into people's stuff, and it ain't working for you. So he my loser. I'm sorry.
But think about it. Even when he's losing it, is it this man still the most entertaining figure on Raw?
I mean, you could be an entertaining loser.
You could be an entertaining loser. I mean, true. I mean, Roman's been like that for years. But, that's, yeah.
Wait, what'd you just say?
Yeah, see, there it goes.
Oh, no.
But for my loser, it's Roman Reigns. Because look, let me tell you what our tribal chief, how good our tribal chief is. Our tribal chief did all this talking. Brock Lesnar scared of Roman. Brock Lesnar look at Roman. There's a wet spot in Brock Lesnar pants because he's scared of Roman. Like, he did all this talking, and then as soon as they find out, no, Paul Heyman actually said, "Hey, Brock Lesnar ain't gonna be here. Flight delayed. Brock Lesnar is scared. Brock Lesnar's far away from us. He's in Saskatchewan fishing somewhere." And so Roman, thinking that Brock Lesnar gone, started doing some talking. I'm Roman. I'm this. I'm the tribal chief. I did that to Brock, and I'll do it again. Paul Heyman grabbed his phone again. Bro, yeah, you gotta stop all that talking because Brock Lesnar actually just landed. He what? Brock Lesnar just landed, bro. You lied to me. He's like, oh, well, I didn't know. So Roman, what does he do? I'm out of here, man. I'm getting the hell up out of here.
That's a smart decision.
That's a smart decision to talk all that tough talk and then vanish as soon as they say he's here.
Look, and I know you're gonna say, oh, Roman be paying you, don't he? He give you free t-shirts, ain't it? You can say all that. I'm just speaking facts, all right? What are we, like, a week away from WrestleMania? Well, as that happened, it was 2 weeks away. Who want to get into an altercation right now? It's supposed to be the biggest match at WrestleMania, as they say. Stupendous, right? Why would you want to jeopardize anything?
Because you called him out and you told him.
You can say what you want.
That's why he's a loser. That's why he's a loser.
No. You can. It's mind game. You trying to get into that man's mind. Look at Brock Lesnar. He all on hands, taking car doors off.
Because Roman did the talking. If somebody's telling you what they're gonna do to you, and then when they pop up and you don't do nothing, I'm sorry. I kind of want Roman to lose at WrestleMania now.
But he's not.
Yeah, he's not. He's gonna keep the title for even longer until somebody decides to step up. Vince McMahon needs to have everybody in that ring again. Talk about some ruthless aggression, because nobody's stepping up to Roman, and it's, to be honest, it's kind of bothering me. I love Roman, but man, somebody has to make this entertaining. I don't want to see Brock again.
You won't.
Somebody has to step this up. Drew been fighting Madcap and Happy Corbin for a grip. We gotta see him take on Roman at some point in time, and he just might lose.
Sure, Roman was doing the same thing before he became where he is now, going back and forth with Corbin.
Exactly. So it doesn't make any sense. It doesn't make any sense at all. But I have to disagree with everything you said. Roman is definitely, especially since after he did all that talking, got in the car. Oh, okay, now I definitely got to run. Tribal chief running. Tribal chief heavy breathing. You know,
tribal run.
The tribal run. He gets in his car, and Brock Lesnar, even though his plane just landed, Hulk smash just jumped in the air, crashed into the stadium, got in the forklift, and rammed it into Roman's car.
That might have been what happened. That's why I would leave too.
No, that's exactly what happened. And Roman just sat there. Because what can he do? Nothing. All he's good at is sneaking up from behind, beating people up, and having his cousins do his dirty work. And then having his guy, Paul Heyman, talk for him. The only thing Roman could do is really just sit there.
Sit there, right? Just sit there. Because he's just, it's just universal champion, just sitting there, for about almost 2 years, just sitting there,
Yeah. Did you want to talk about how he won the title?
What do you mean?
He did what he had to do.
But
he did what he had to do.
You can tell me what he did to win it. I want to know what he did to keep it.
His cousins, Paul Heyman.
Ain't been there all the time though.
Jesus, even God had to come up.
I can't even. You know what? I can't say nothing though. But if I see somebody handle their business on their own more than once, what can I say? Choked out Daniel Bryan so bad, he Bryan Danielson, AEW. Cesaro choked him out. John Cena speared him out. Like, I mean, yeah, he get helping every now and then, but you know how good you are that you can just handle your own business, but you just at this point don't need to. He ain't got to do it on his own. But if he needs first, he can.
You are the greatest in the world, because even when you feel like you can do it, you just don't have to. You know, I'm the best chess player in the world, but I feel like cheating right now.
If I win,
Devin, who's your comeback? Who's the comeback? Who's your comeback for this week? As I go and get my charger real fast.
Roman gonna be the comeback, because he gonna do that at WrestleMania. See, look, he knew I was gonna be speaking some fire facts, and he couldn't take it. See, he always be talking Roman scared, Roman doing this, Roman that coward chief. But it's smart, and that's why I like him as a heel, because he's a smart heel. Anybody can be a heel, anybody can be a face, but you got to be the smart ones. You got to be the one that actually thought about it. When you was like, oh, Roman, he crapped his pants when Brock Lesnar came out at SummerSlam. No, he didn't. He had just got done wrestling John Cena. We're talking about John Cena. We're not talking about, some pushover off the street and just throw him in the ring. We're talking about John Cena. If I just got done wrestling John Cena and I beat him, I'm not trying to be looking at Brock Lesnar right now. I'm trying to go home so I can recuperate and come back, and I'll do that to you when I'm fresh. That's not smart. Why you think he champion this long? Because the man is smart. Not only is he like physically that guy, but now mentally at a point he know how the game work. You just mad because he got it all figured out.
I'm sorry, but when I have to watch a Hell in a Cell match with Ray hitting this man with 20 chair shots, 7 619s, a bazooka shot, a gunshot to the leg, and a guillotine.
See now you making it all true. It wasn't even that. It was just
It wasn't even that. It was 5 minutes of Rey Mysterio beating the brakes off of Roman Reigns. Roman Reigns kicking out at 2. What?
I mean,
Samoan drop, spear, choke out.
It's no offense, but look at Rey Mysterio and look at Roman Reigns.
See, you wouldn't be saying that if it wasn't Roman. You wouldn't be saying that if it wasn't for Roman.
Because Roman's built different. That's why.
So okay, so my comeback for this week is Sami Zayn. Sami Zayn has to get it together, man. And this Johnny Knoxville foolishness has to stop. After this is all said and done, this man needs to have a great, because why is a prankster, this actor, getting the upper hand on a wrestler, a professional sports entertainer? You know, you're supposed to be the man. Not only that, another person I'm gonna add to that, Rey Mysterio and Dominic. Logan Paul has been talking trash. Logan Paul, you know what Logan Paul said the other day? He said that he's gonna be better than Bad Bunny. And he said Bad Bunny did all that training and stuff. He doesn't even have to because Rey Mysterio's just small. He's just going to be.
You know what? They should just have a celebrity battle royal, and we could just end all the discussion.
See, no, it's just no. I was like, I would have been down with that, but nah, I don't know. That's just unless it's like a Bad Bunny versus Logan Paul. I'm down for that. Bad Bunny can fight. Logan Paul. Oh, I don't have to train. I can just go upstairs. I can just go up there and just beat up Rey Mysterio. I'm that dude. Why? No, you're not. I'm sorry.
I'm not even touching none of that.
Rey Mysterio just got his mask yanked off by The Miz. That man needs to have a comeback.
Definitely.
How are you on the cover of 2K, and then I go on Raw, on SmackDown, whatever you're on, and you're getting your mask yanked off by The Miz, and then getting beat up by Logan Paul. I can't explain to people that don't watch wrestling. Why is Logan Paul beating up Rey Mysterio, a childhood hero, a man that has beaten the Big Show and Mark Henry and Kane, but can't handle Logan Paul?
It's foolish.
Ray has stood toe-to-toe with The Undertaker. He broke The Undertaker's face, but he can't beat up no Logan Paul.
This is where, like, yeah, I'm saying that's where these celebrity matches don't work for me, because I look back at a superstar's body at work, and then you bring in this guy, like, okay, yeah, he got a massive following, people mess with him and stuff, but he ain't no WWE superstar. I'm sorry. Like, Logan Paul can't just go into the NBA right now and just lock down LeBron or something like that for like 2 points. No, you can't. Your conditioning ain't gonna be ready. None of that. So it's blasphemy. I don't even pay it no mind, because it's horrible. It's not even gonna be canon in my head.
Yeah, most of these matches aren't really canon. Most of these matches, the romance matches, the everything under the sun, unnecessary. And speaking of unnecessary, Devin, is there anything you want to say before we close this show out?
Wow, you see, man, talking about speaking of unnecessary. All right, you know what? All negativity pushed aside, because we don't need that around here. We don't get motivated by that. We don't get driven by that. Ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls, people who listening, wherever they are, as I just said, we don't need that negativity that Isaiah just wanted to spew out, talking about what's unnecessary. I'm going to tell y'all what's necessary, and that's the Heel Turn Podcast, because like we just said, we had our who's our winner, who's our loser. Look at that. We just pulling out all types of tricks out of the bag. We got our AEW reviews that are aggressively given to you by Izzy. Then you got the NXT reviews by yours truly, Devin Crimes Jr. So you got plenty to chew on around here. So don't listen to this half glass, half full guy that's spewing all the negativity, because we don't need that. We don't need it. And you know what? I'm going to dig in my bag, and I'm going to pull out my last piece of positivity until I have to recharge for the next day, and I'm going to give it back to Isaiah and hope he makes a better choice. We're rooting for you.
Thank you. That was the extent of the positivity that was in that bag. It was a thank you.
You know,
It was like that was,
sometimes it just ain't hope for all of us, I can say.
yeah. What'd you say? Stick to what we know. All I know is negativity. So it is what it is. But look, thank you all for listening to the Heel Turn podcast. We will be back over the weekend. We'll be back over the weekend. This will be posted in the morning. Wild 110, it'll be on at 7 o'clock Eastern Standard Time. That is also around our time, 5 o'clock. The times have changed on us. The times have changed.
Rocking.
And we still rocking. We still going crazy. Right now it's what? 9? It's 9 o'clock over there, ain't it, Devin?
About to go to sleep after I play some more 2K.
It's 9:30. Devin was like, please don't bring up another topic, man. I'm trying to go to sleep.
I'm trying to put that 2K, then go to sleep too.
I'm trying to play that 2K and then go to sleep. I got you. Me and
Get
Devin.
I'm just saying, I'm gonna get a few matches in. You know, got to keep my skills sharpened. Because when I see you and we get on them sticks, I'm gonna do that.
You're right. I do got to get my get back. Hope you ready
to buy a new controller.
Hope you ready. Yeah, for you. We playing on PS5. I'm like, we playing on PS5. No, but thank you all so much for listening on Apple, Spotify, on Apple Podcasts, Spotify, everywhere. We love the support. We're gonna have t-shirts coming out, so we're working on the t-shirts. Devin obviously gets first dabs. He's first man up with the t-shirt. He's gonna rock out with it. So be on the lookout for that. If you want a t-shirt, feel free to DM us on Instagram at the Heel Turn Podcast or on Twitter at _the Heel Turn. Jasleen will tell you